Hi lovelies, welcome. I'm so glad you could be here and I hope you're all doing really well. We're going to be doing the messages from your person. I did put up a poll on the community tab and a lot of you said you wanted to do the messages from your person. So we're going to do 3 readings, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shuffle these cards and put them underneath each shell. So you might want to choose, 1, 2 or 3 as in a number. This is what the first shell looks like. Cute little one. And then we've got number 2, which is this one. And then we've got number 3, which is this little shell here. Okay, so I'm going to actually shuffle though and put a card under each one, okay? So 1, 2, 3. I'm not actually going to be looking at those ones just yet. Okay, so we've got this one. You might want to choose via the message. Okay, let's have a look, guys. So this is card number 1, reading number 1 for you. We just showed you the shells, but this is the actual message. You give me butterflies every time I feel your body close to mine. And that's the sacral chakra card right there, which is all about sexuality, it's sensuality, creativity. You're giving this person butterflies if you choose number 1. And number 2 says, we are magnetizing each other. Your radiant light draws me in. This is the solar plexus energy. So it is all about the personal center. It's the power center. And he or she must be feeling that you are definitely magnetizing each other right now. So they're feeling that pull, okay? And number 3 says, please forgive me. I know I was wrong. So very different energies. This is the heart chakra. So it seems like your person wants to have a heart-to-heart. We get to see what those messages are coming through. We are definitely doing messages. That's what this reading's about today. So we're going to see what's going on in this connection. It's really strange because sometimes I've noticed the number 3, and I'm not saying it's all the time, but number 3 seems to always be challenging connections, but as I said, it's not always going to be that way, so don't stress if you want to choose number 3 next time. But yeah, it's just very interesting. So many different energies here: the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart chakra. So put your person in mind, guys, and choose 1, 2 or 3 and we'll get started shortly. Hi, if you chose number 1, guys, gorgeous little shell, and you give me butterflies every time I feel your body close to mine. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is the Fool. This is so beautiful, this energy. Wow, I feel like your person just wants to jump in to this connection. It's like an impulsive energy. It's kind of like a very innocent energy also. It's so cute, like you give me butterflies. So your person is maybe feeling a little nervous, but they're about to they're about to jump into it. So they might be jumping into making contact with you or proposing something to you or asking you out. There's just I'm actually feeling it. That is so bizarre. Oh my gosh, as I was just tuning in, I felt the butterflies. So I'm feeling what they're feeling. And for a lot of you, it could be that they're nervous about coming forward if there's been some time apart. And actually, initiating contact after some time apart. Or it could be that if you are in contact, they might be just really shy and there might be something that they really want to ask you that's serious. Like it could be that they want to take you out for dinner or, they might want to take you out on a date, something like that. So this is what I'm just trying to think, Jupiter. Yeah, very lucky energy as well. So Sagittarius it can be linked to, or is it Uranus? Now I'm trying to remember. I think it is Uranus. So that is also Aquarius energy. I'm just thinking now. But either way, Sagittarius is coming through for a reason. And they don't want to look like a fool. So they are maybe preparing, like rehearsing what they want to say. And for them, to you, it might just seem like a simple question, like, just ask you out somewhere. But to them, it's a big deal. So I think that they really do hold you in high esteem. And it might be that you just really make them feel giddy. Maybe they're, you know, around other people, they're very different. Maybe in other relationships, they've been quite confident or just assured. But there's something about you that really makes them want to check themselves, you know. They want to keep themselves in check. And so that shows me they respect you and they look up to you and admire you. So they see you as this really beautiful person who they want to impress. And I just think that's so cute. I really do. It's like a cute energy. I really love it. They could be younger than you, don't have to be, but it's just that sprightly energy. Someone who's a bit maybe emotionally immature. Not that it's a bad thing, but they might not be that experienced in love. Even if they've had lots of relationships, they don't seem to be that experienced in terms of maturity. So I don't see someone who's really grown strongly in themselves, and it's not a bad thing. I don't feel like it's a bad thing for this person. It just seems like it's such a cute energy and innocence to this person, and they might come in with a very light energy. They might be someone who's, you know, when you look at them and they smile, they like their whole face lights up, and they are not someone who can hide their true emotions. I feel like they're quite transparent. They can't wear a poker face. So you know if they're really happy to see you. You can hear it in their tone. I feel like they're very empathic as well. So amazing. Let's get some messages for you from your person. What energy are they going to come in with? Okay, what energy are they going to come in with? I am generous. Yeah, they want to give to you. I feel like, see, arms wide open, jumping into this. Here goes nothing, I'm hearing. So, yeah, it could be that kind of energy. They want to give. So they might be a gift giver. They might be someone who wants to buy you things, take you out. This has come up. I am active. So they might have energy. They might be someone full of energy. Might be a bit extroverted. Someone who just gets things done. They might be sporty. But, you know, they could be someone who just loves to talk. It might take them a bit of time to open up and talk. But once they do, that you can't shut them up. I am euphoric. Wow, yes, definitely feeling around you. As I said, they feel euphoric. They feel like they're on cloud nine. They just, yeah, they just find you such an amazing person. You really interest them, and I am calm and I am familiar. So obviously you know them pretty well. This is a message from your person. So they have a familiarity with you as well. I feel like I've got to put that there for some reason. They really feel familiar with you. So even if you are new to each other, just coming in as new people, like a new love, a new interest, they just feel so familiar to you. And that's what they feel with you, is that they've known you for a long time, but they want to get to know you more. But for a lot of you, it is someone you are familiar with, you have had this connection with for some time. And yeah, I just feel like they feel safe with you, and they are calm. They're coming in with a calm energy as well. So even though I see this bubbly, generous, beautiful, high energy in them, I also see a calmness. So they really, I think they feel really calm around you as well, like you calm their soul. So let's see, what do they want to say to you? Oh, look, I feel so much joy with you. It's like I'm a kid again. I'm serious. That's a giddy kid, childlike energy. I love it. My love for you goes so deep. Oh, and I know that the fire that burns in you is the same that burns in me. Wow. So strong. The passion here is strong. So I kind of get the energy that they kind of have a crush on you. They are crushing on you. And we are in each other's life for a reason. Thank you for showing up. So gorgeous. So they know that you've come in for a reason into each other's life. And I know that we are destined to be together. That's why I'm coming back soon. Wow. So, you know, if you are in separation, this is definitely a message saying that, okay, they've had time to think, and they feel very strongly. It's that fire burning, that passion in their soul, okay, in their heart for you, maybe even in their, you know, I won't say it, in their groin. But, you know, it's like this, like it is a strong passion. So I know that we're destined to be together, and, you know, even if they go away, come back and go away, and you're friends right now, it could be that, they are going to come back in and express something to you. And you motivate me. Oh, sorry about that. You motivate me to be a better person. I wish I was as strong as you. You are my rock. You've inspired me to change my life. Wow, yeah. They seriously look up to you. It's quite beautiful. So what is this desire? So they say, I really want to have sex with you, but it is so much more than that, which is so true. Like, I feel like they really do. It could be that you haven't had that with this person and they are very shy about it, but they really want it. Or if you have had it, they're just, yeah, wanting to revisit that with you, but it's not just that. Yes, oh my gosh. I feel like they want to say yes, but they want you to say yes to this. So if you ask them something, you know, like, how do you feel about me? Do you like me? Or, you know, do you want to be together? I feel like it's a strong yes. And, oh my gosh, surrender. I can't be apart from you much longer. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And so let's have a look at their higher self message to you, okay? Guiding light, you light my way. When all is bleak around me, you are the light that shines the way forward and guides me home. I'm magnetized to your healing light. It opens my heart and makes me strong. That is so beautiful. Did we see a card said something about the light? I can't remember now. But yeah, it's so beautiful. So you are the guiding light. That's why I feel like they feel such a strong love for you. They feel this passion. They get shy around you. You just make them happy. And you are lighting the way for them. So, yeah, for them to come back in. And they say, I've made a wish for us. I hope it comes true. I hope it comes true. Yeah. They've maybe wished upon a star. And crank up the music and let's dance. So sweet. I love it. And our love will be like the movie, The Notebook. Wow, your person's a romantic. They might even wear their heart on their sleeve, even if it does seem like they could be hesitant. I do feel like they are a deep feeler. Like they feel things very deeply. They think about things, you know. Let me do that again. It didn't feel right. Sorry, guys. Yep. Oop. There it is. I want to explore the world with you. So, wow, you guys, you know, they want to travel. They want to see things with you, experience life with you for the first time. So it could be that, you know, they might have traveled places, but I feel like they want to have new experiences with you, like those fresh things. Like go to somewhere where you both haven't been before. You made my life a waking dream. Oh, these are so sweet messages. And my heart skips a beat when I see you. Oh my God, guys. It's just so beautiful. I can't get over it. It's just so lovely. And I am not available. So right now, there's something that may be holding them back. I wish things could be different. Yeah, very interesting. So whatever it is, could be long distance. You know, a long distance connection right now where you can't physically be together. Someone could be, you know, unfortunately, I should say, unfortunately, in another connection. But yeah, there's just something that could be a barrier at the moment, but expect communication very soon. It could be that at the moment, yeah, just timing's not right. There could be some responsibilities in their life, like family, taking care of someone who's unwell. There's just something, or if they've got children, taking away their attention at the moment, but they are still feeling these things so strongly. It's not the right time. Very interesting, guys. So a lot of you would know this, you know. Let's talk. Yeah, they want to talk to you. They do. They want to have this conversation. Even if it's not the right time for you guys to jump in or not. I know they want to jump in. But even if it's not the right time to do that right now, I think they want to have a conversation with you and get something off their chest. So let's see. What is their shadow message? Other people are affecting our connection. Very interesting. So it could be a third-party situation. Could be family, you know, friends, something like that. Work, if you work together, it could be that kind of situation too. And I'm making a conscious effort not to hurt you. That's the higher self message here. So they may not, you know, it's interesting because they are feeling all this stuff. They want to jump in. You give them butterflies. They're crushing on you. But something is there where they just cannot jump in right now. And some of you might work together. It could be something that you just cannot, you know, if you've got like a boss situation, like an employee and a boss situation, like it would be inappropriate, people would think. So there could be some element to this where it's just not going to happen right now. Maybe there has been years or months of no contact, but they still have these very strong feelings here and you may not know it. But whatever's going on here, they don't want to come in before they're ready, because they don't want to come in and gush all this out to you before, you know, they want to be able to have a path that's open for this, to have a guarantee, you know, that it could be something. So this one here is gorgeous. So a lot of you, you know, might have an angel around you right now, just taking care of you. I feel like this person might pray for you. And, oh, forgiveness, look at that. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So it could be that there's forgiveness still needed in this connection, or they're undergoing something that they're still trying to forgive and clear their heart with. Could be you need to forgive something. That's a beautiful card right there. Look at the passion here. She's surrendering to the masculine. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So yeah, they're feeling very drawn to you. And sometimes it's the forbidden thing, like you want it even more if you can't have it. So this person's really desiring you. And I feel like, yeah, it's almost like they are watching you from afar. If you are working together, it's like there might be light banter, but they're really feeling such strong stuff that's just bursting to come out, but they can't yet say it. So they are building their confidence and their courage, I feel, and waiting for the right time to come forward. Let's get one more message for you guys. Yes, we want to look at these cards, don't we? So we had the first one. So I've been playing romantic songs and thinking about you. They could be a musician, but they are just listening to songs and thinking about you. And when I close my eyes, all I see is your beautiful face. I could stare at you for eternity. So beautiful. So they are fantasizing and thinking about you a lot. And also, if they see you on social media, they might be looking at your photographs and really admiring you and really desiring you. So let's get one more card here. So what action could they take towards you this month? Oh my gosh, you guys might meet at a gathering, okay? Some kind of gathering out with friends. If you've got mutual friends, that could be something. They might be in your friendship circle. Could be somebody that you're friends with, that something's developing with. But it's interesting because this looks like a party, a celebration. They might invite you to something because we are asking about an action. They might invite you to somebody's party or to a gathering of some sort. Could be a wedding, someone's birthday, some kind of celebration. I feel like they might invite you to, but it doesn't feel like it's one-on-one. Feels like it will be in a group of people here. So it could be feeling a bit more safe at that time. Emotionally for both of you, especially for this person who doesn't want to come out with all these things at the wrong time. They don't want to stuff up something. So it's interesting, guys. I really hope this has resonated. It's such a beautiful energy. And please like, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to connecting with you guys next time. Love and blessings. Hi Group 2, welcome guys. I'm so glad you could be here with me. We're going to be looking at your person. So you chose this gorgeous, interesting looking shell here, and this message: we are magnetizing each other. Your radiant light draws me in. So they're feeling the strong pull towards you, and if they're in contact with you, you know, or even if they're not on your social media, they're seeing that you're shining, that you're maybe really successful, and you're glowing up. Oh, look at this. The Six of Cups. They want to return to you. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love this energy. This is the soulmate energy. This is somebody who is reminiscing and feeling nostalgic over past memories with you. So they are thinking strongly about this. And, you know, sometimes when we don't, you know, if there's been a long time apart from one another, we can still just suddenly think of somebody and have that smile on our face as we think about the past and the good times together. And I kind of get that energy with your person, is that no matter how much time has gone past, and I'm not saying you guys have to be separated. It could be that you saw them yesterday. It could be that you are in contact. But I feel like whatever your situation is, they're reminiscing about past conversations you've had, the happy times, the laughter. Even some of the challenges that you may have faced together but overcame. And if there was an argument or a fight that you had or some kind of discussion that was heated, they're looking back on how that was dealt with. They're looking back on the friendship that you both shared and the bond. And they're very much they're tuning into that right now. So I feel like if you haven't heard from this person in a long time, they are feeling your energy and you are on their mind. And it could be that very soon they do reach out to you. We will have a look at an action card. But I just feel like your person just feels like they've known you forever, like your best mates, like your soulmates, that, you are the partner in crime. And for some of you, you're the one that got away. And they might hold some regrets about that as well. Someone might have a puppy dog like this. It could be a retriever, doesn't have to be, but there's a golden retriever, or a Labrador, however you want to see that. But I feel like they are very loyal. They want to come back and show you their loyalty. And yeah, as I said, even if you are in contact right now, I feel like they've grown. Like there's something that they are doing, or they've been on a path where they have actually really grown. And they are looking at life in a different way, and they're looking at your relationship in a different way now. So interesting, guys. Let's get some ideas. What energy are they coming in with right now? Oh, I am grateful. So they are grateful in their life. They might be somebody who is just calm and may not have had it very easy. But at the same time, they're counting their blessings in life. And I feel like they are grateful that you are in their life, that you have been a part of their life. And I am inspired. So they are somebody who is creative. I feel like they could be musical or artistic. They like doing things with their hands. They're very hands-on. And somebody who's very down to earth. I feel this person's very trustworthy. I feel like if things weren't that way with you guys, I don't feel like they're meant to hurt you. I feel like this was more of maybe the wrong time, or things like timelines not aligning. Okay, but you are soulmates. I really feel that. So some of you might classify your connection as a twin flame connection. Either way, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, label it as you need to for your connection. But that's the soulmate card right there. So they are inspired. Okay, I am determined. So yeah, they're a go-getter. Once they set their eyes on something, they really, do go for what they want, and they want you. So I feel like they're determined to come in because they're inspired. Something has inspired them to want to make contact with you, to sit down with you and have a conversation, it looks like here. And I am enthusiastic. Yeah, very enthusiastic about coming forward and doing this with you. And someone might have children. You could even have children together. This doesn't have to be for those who have, years or months apart from each other. It doesn't have to be a separation. This could be somebody that you see on a very regular basis. But these are the things that they're not saying to you just now. So yeah, it's very interesting. So I feel like they want to revisit a memory with you, a happy memory. You know how sometimes when people get married, 10 years later, they might want to renew their vows. It's something like that kind of energy where they want to revisit something really beautiful with you. And if this is a new connection, this could be somebody coming back from a past life into this connection right now, into your life. So they do want to build something beautiful with you. And it's like their soul, like your souls know each other. So let's get some messages right here. What do they want to say to you, group 2? So I just want to call you, but I won't. So there is something that's holding them back right now. As I said, it could be that you guys, it could be that they're reminiscing about you and you don't even know. Maybe it has been, well, as I said, even if you're in contact with this person, you might not know the extent of their feelings for you. Even if you have had a history and there's been time apart, you may not know that this person's thinking about contacting you. So, you know, and you bring joy into my life. That's what they're remembering. Nothing in this realm can stop our destiny together. So, yeah, very interesting. Beautiful. Oh, that wasn't meant to be in there, that one. Surrender, I can't be apart from you any longer. That's come up in the first reading. It's so weird it's come up in this deck, which it wasn't meant to be a part of. Oh, there's another one in there. Hang on a minute. These ones are from the first reading, but it's interesting. It says yes. So yes, I feel like if you're asking something, they are coming forward. They do have genuine feelings, I'm hearing, if that's something you've been questioning. Please don't let go. Kiss me like it's the last time you're ever going to taste me. So I do feel for a lot of you, you are the one that got away. And they're thinking about things. You know, it could have been a long time that's gone by. And you could have met when you were younger. It just wasn't the right time. Maybe some of you were in other connections, or it was a long distance, you know. When I look into your eyes, time stops and heaven is unleashed within me. That is so sweet. Yeah, this person has, I do feel like there's a regret here. And wow, look, communication. I need to talk to you and feel you close. I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me soon. Your response will encourage me greatly and I will be waiting to hear back from you. Wow. So it does look like they definitely have that on their mind, that they want to communicate with you. And it may be that, you know, they actually do reach out, and it may not be a massive text or, you know, it might be just a hi, how you going kind of message. For some of you, it could be, do you remember me? Yeah, so I want to come back to you, hold you, kiss you, and love you. I desire it, but it is just not the right time. So, yeah, now's not the right time. Isn't this interesting? I just want to call you, but I won't. I feel like some of them might be in another connection, and some of them might be at a fair distance from you. Some of you could, as I said, I think before, you could work together. You know, it could be someone that you do see, that you might have had a fling with or some kind of history with, and they want to revisit and build on something with you. So as I said, I'm reading for so many people. You're going to have all sorts of different stories. And yeah, so it's going to be different. But the message is clear that they feel drawn to you. They feel a pull. They're thinking about you very strongly. They want to come forward and communicate and tell you that they genuinely had feelings for you, and they still do. That's what I really feel. What is the shadow message? I don't know what you want from me or this connection. So they're confused around the connection. They're not sure what it really... You know, I feel like there's unresolved. Something's unresolved. Something was left up in the air, and it needs to be revisited. And their higher self message says, you're all I want, and I am determined to make it work. Wow. It's quite amazing. Yeah, it said they were determined. And I'm sorry that this is how things turned out. And I feel like I'm waiting for something that isn't going to happen. So, yeah, wow, guys. Like, for a lot of you, there is this regret. There's a regret here of not taking an action sooner, or not telling you how they felt sooner. Maybe, you know, you both moved into other connections or other directions. Maybe there was an emotional immaturity or just the wrong time, or even if it's not been, you know, a long time apart or anything. So for a lot of you, it could be just long distance. It's just, it was impossible to make something work. But there seems like there's some kind of barrier, and they want to come back in, and they want to let you know exactly what they're feeling here. So, yeah, let's get one more of these. Influences. I'm distracted right now. So there could be a family for this person, a job, something that's just really keeping them away from this, you know. You turn loose heaven within me. I worship your perfection. I miss you more than you know. And I would just hurt you more right now. I need to be alone. So there's a sadness that maybe they just feel like they're not exactly who you would want them to be. I don't know if that makes sense, but they might, they're very down to earth, very humble. I don't think this is an arrogant, confident person who thinks really highly of themselves. Like, I think that they might have, in some ways they might think they're not good enough for you. That could be there. I'm just checking all the cards because I do forget ones I've done already. And they say, I have kept myself closed off for so long. It's all I know to do. Please give me some time to open up to you. So someone could have been single for a long time and just focusing on raising children or family even. But you've been on their mind. You are on their mind. So your person just needs some time to open up, and they're trying to work out what they want to say. I see you in my dreams. You're the last thing on my mind before I go to sleep, and the first thing in the morning when I wake up. You're my favorite obsession. So this person's definitely in your energy right now. You're in their energy. They're feeling that pull towards you, remember, and they're seeing you shine. They're really loving what they see with you. So there's so many things here. So let's have a look. What else do they want to say? One of my wishes is that we grow old and happy together. Wow. And let's travel and explore the world together. So they really want to experience life, like be in the moment with you. I don't think this person needs anything extravagant. They don't maybe want to go to the most expensive restaurants or anything like that. I think that they would just, be happy to have a picnic in the park with you. But I think they would like to take you out and do something really exciting. Because I do feel like they do have energy and that's something that they would want to do is explore. But they want to do it with you. It was love at first sight when I met you. Time stopped and I knew you were the one. Wow. You were the best thing in my life. Oh my gosh. There is a regret here. And it was my fault, but I blamed you. So there could have been something, there could be something now or in the past that they just really regret doing or acting, like they might have acted in a way they regret now. That's only a significant message. Not all of you will resonate with that. Open your heart. And deep down, I was committed. So I think that open your heart it's more of a message about them and how they may have been or have been, where they've just not, maybe they gave the wrong impression. Maybe they gave an impression that they weren't interested as much. But, as I said, there could be things in their life holding them back then or now. This is what's happening here. There's a beautiful card of healing right here. And it says, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now's the time to give to yourself. Now, it's very interesting because I'm pretty sure they said before, I need to be alone right now. And I feel like some of them might have even come out from a relationship and you're the first person that's been on their mind. So that happens sometimes, when people end a relationship, they just suddenly think of the person that they, should have been with. And that could be the case for some of you. My heart melts every time you look into my eyes. I am undergoing an amazing awakening. I'm finding myself along the way. Please be patient with me. And I have been trying to navigate my way through the darkness. Thank you for showing me the way to your heart. Because your light is drawing this person in. So, yeah, they're loving what they see. And for some of you, you could actually be in the public eye. You could be somebody who is a public speaker. You might be a teacher, someone who does, talk to people on a stage or, do presentations with work. You might be on YouTube, doing YouTube readings, or it could be that you're a singer or somebody who has done artwork in a museum. Like there's something that some of you might be doing, creating, or as part of your job that they are aware of. If you have created something, they might be looking on a website. There's something about you that they're really drawn to. And it could have been something that someone might play an instrument. It could be something that you both had some interest in common with as well that you both did. and that's something they want to explore with you. So this reading is really, it feels catered for those who have had a connection and just haven't had, contact for a while. It sounds like this person really thinks about you strongly. They want to come back into your life. Let's see what action will they take, okay, at this time, this month. Yeah, so they're still going to be in self-reflection mode. I feel like they're really deep in thought. See how, whether it be male or female, doesn't matter. I feel like they're really just taking their time to ponder on things right now, looking out into the horizon. Maybe they will sit up on a cliff face or a mountaintop or a hill, get out in nature and just watch the birds flying and the clouds go by. It could be anything. They could be on a boat, whatever they're doing, fishing or just sitting there with at the beach. Just deep in thought, looking out, if they're looking outward, it looks like they're looking outwardly. So they're looking out across the ocean or across the sky or across vast lands. Like, I feel like they're out in nature and they're doing that. And this is where they're going to get their inspiration, their clarity from. I feel like they're trying to work out how best to come forward to say something to you. How best is, how are they going to come forward and have this much needed conversation where they need to get these feelings off their chest. They might need to ask a question like, where are you at right now? Are you ready for something? Maybe some of you have had a history where you did close your heart off to this person, you had to go separate ways, and they might be afraid that they might receive the same kind of energy from you where you're not very available. Or not wanting to be present in their life. So they could be a little bit worried about that. This is a Libra energy as well. So I feel like they're trying to find balance. They're weighing things up right now. Yes, and being relationships, partnerships as well. They might definitely, for some of them, I say might definitely, they might be in another relationship that is coming apart right now. Could have been a marriage for a long time for some of you, okay. Yeah, I feel like, I seriously feel like you're the one that got away. I just keep getting that message. Is there anything else I need to pick here, Spirit, please? Is there anything else I need to do? I feel like I just need to get one more of these. I have a lump in my throat whenever we are together. It frustrates me that I can't say what's on my mind. That's for those of you who may be in communication right now, where you might see each other now and then in passing, whatever it might be. But it could also be, obviously, years apart, months apart, whatever, long distance, some time apart. They could definitely be frustrated and hold regret and kick themselves for something that they should have or should have been able to say to you but didn't. So yeah, they get frustrated that they just couldn't get the words out. So that's what that is. Oh my gosh. So this person, you may be hearing from them, but at the moment they do say they need to be alone. They are thinking things through very deeply, analyzing things, weighing things up, and yeah, working out how best to come forward and start this and initiate this conversation with you, because they really have these strong feelings and regret right now, guys. Wow, it's such an amazing reading. I hope this has resonated. It's so beautiful. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings. Hi, group 3. Welcome, guys. You chose this cute little shell with this please forgive me, I know I was wrong. So there's definitely some regret here and an acknowledgement of something that they feel sorry for, okay? Yeah, the Emperor. So they're stepping up, which is good. They want to step up. This is something, I feel this is the Aries energy, okay? So this is somebody who wants to take accountability. This is a strong person who might be quite assertive, might sometimes be a little too proud, but can be very driven in life. Might come across as a little bit dismissive, but may not mean to be that way, okay? They may be very blunt in how they talk, and it's not necessarily, something that they're trying to hurt you with or anybody. It could just be that the way they speak is very assertive. They just say it how it is. There's no mucking around. But they got to learn to get more in their emotions here. But they are very passionate, very driven, have a lot of chemistry with you. There's a very strong sexual element with this connection. It's kind of like you'd only just have to look into each other's eyes and you're both melting, you know. It's like bedroom eyes as well. But I do feel like your person, whether it be male or female, this is the Aries, as I said, wants to come in and apologize. So they could be the bigger person coming in to do this. And yeah, I feel like that's something in the past they may have been too proud to do, or may have been a little arrogant in this, but I feel like they do, you know, they want to come in. We're going to see what the action is, whether they actually do come in, but this is on their mind, okay, about past actions or whatever's transpired between the two of you that they are now reflecting on. And there could have been some, you know, heated words between you at some stage, or just a misunderstanding. Things could have flared up, only for a small amount of you. Okay, but yeah, I definitely feel that this person may have hurt you. There could have just been a quick cut off, or it just ended in not a very nice way. Things might have been left up in the air. There could have been a ghosting, like an MIA situation here. They are very busy. They might not have made time for you in their life because they have a lot going on, even career-wise. There could be somebody who's just very smart and driven in their career life, organized, somebody who just, you know, follows their passions and dreams, and they can do things very independently and solo. So you might have felt like they weren't, and it might have been that they weren't really embracing you into their whole world or giving you enough attention or time. They might have made you feel very insignificant in some way, but they do, you know, I feel like they are the protector. They want to come in and protect your heart. They do love you. I feel this very strongly. This person has very strong feelings for you. But they may not be good at emotionally connecting, like tuning into those, okay? So they might not be good at, like, what am I saying? Tuning in emotionally and expressing those emotions. They might do it through other ways, like buying you things or doing things practically, you know, if it's something like around the house, or they might buy you a gift that's beautiful, but they might not be good with words. So their love language might be different. It doesn't mean they care any less, but it's just their way of maybe showing their feelings. What's on his arm there? Oh yeah, that's the ankh. And we've got obviously the king here. So some of them, you know, you might have if it's a masculine, someone with dark hair and a beard, moustache. Yeah. But I feel like they might dress very well as well. They are very, you know, they're worried about their status and how people view them. So they might be a very private person in some ways, but also very extroverted in other ways, like very confident in their circles of friends, family, you know, colleagues, workplace, that kind of thing. They might drive a really nice car. It could be something like that. Not all of you are going to resonate with all this, but I am reading for so many of you, so take what resonates. I'm getting the letter M as well for some of you very strongly here, and I am seeing a Taurus as well for some reason that's coming through. But I do feel like they want to come through with an apology. So let's get some ideas. What other energies do they want to come through with you? I am charismatic. Yes, definitely charismatic. I am gentle. So they do actually have a gentle side. I wonder if they've got animals, like they just go mushy with their dog or cat or whatever it might be. I do feel like I do absolutely actually see this soft side to them, but they only very rarely show it. Yeah, so it's really quite special when they do. And when you've been really, you know, if you guys have been romantic and just beautiful together, they really have like turned to mush. So I am learning. Yeah, I am learning about things. So they could be studying at the moment, researching on things, but they're learning about relationships, okay? So they might be really great in other areas of their life, but when it comes to, you know, communication, expressing emotions and being on the same page and wanting to cooperate and work with you, that might be something that they've had issues with. I am fair. Yeah, so they're trying to be objective and fair and see both sides. They're trying to remain mutual, like neutral, I should say, neutral in this as well. They don't want to just jump to conclusions, okay, which might have happened in the past. Because I have a feeling for some of you that if they thought the conversation was going a certain way, they just may have shut it down and walked away. They didn't want to hear it out or hear you out. That's for some of you. So let's have a look here. I want to get some answers. What do they want to say? What do they want to say to you? Come on. Let's see. Okay. Secrets. Okay, I hid something from you and I'm afraid to tell you about it. Ooh, okay. This is only for some of you. Some of you might actually know about this already. But as I said, they're very private. And for some of you, being charismatic and ego-driven in some ways, they might be a very good-looking person. They may have had somebody on the side. They could have had another relationship they didn't tell you about, or it could have been a fling or an infidelity. That's just one aspect of it. It could be, once again, that you were kept as a secret from their friends. They're just their life, their family. You weren't invited to things. You could have felt that you were on the outer. And yeah, that's for some of you here as well. So there's something that they just didn't come forward with and be honest about. And you might have asked them a question specifically and they've come right out and lied to your face. Some of you are aware of that. There feels like there's some kind of betrayal. But yeah, I do feel like they aren't proud of it. They are sorry. They say, please forgive me. I know I was wrong. So, my flash is gone. I'm going to go and charge up this phone. Okay, guys, I'm back. And as I was, did you just see that orb? That's so cool. So yeah, I was just thinking as the flash went that it's kind of like lights out. Something might have really became dark, or someone's mood darkened in this connection. Let's see what they want to say to you, okay? So it could be a fire sign you're dealing with. Wow, look at this. I'm truly sorry for all the pain and drama I've caused. You didn't deserve that. Oh my God, guys. This is so in line with this. Please forgive me. I know I was wrong. I've hidden things from you. I didn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated. Yeah, for a lot of you, you might have been a secret. They didn't really embrace you fully into their life. Wow. And I want to come back to you, hold you, kiss you, and love you. I desire it, but it is just not the right time now. So you might not desire it. I don't know. After what's happened here, you might not. But it feels like it hasn't been resolved. Okay, sorry about that. It hasn't been resolved. And the end of a cycle, 999, completion. So it could be that you just feel like, no, this has been done with, okay? This is dealt with. This is done. Over, Red Rover. Like, this is just something you may not revisit or want to. It could be at the same time that they have undergone a massive cycle in their life now, and they've grown in themselves, and they're just realizing that they need to come back and apologize to you. And I do feel that it's a genuine remorse. I actually do feel that with your person. But they have also been aware that you have leveled up in life, that you're doing well. So yeah, let's just see. What else do they want to say? Your words keep ringing in my head. So there's a text or a conversation. It's the last conversation perhaps that you had with them that you may have given them a wake-up call. Okay, it could have been pain. You might have been expressing your pain, your anger, your disappointment. It could have been that you were just really taking back your power and standing up for yourself in this. There's something that you've done that they're really paying attention to. And you turn loose heaven within me. I feel so much joy with you. It's like I'm a kid again. So you make them melt. That's what I'm hearing. You make them melt. And marry me. And my passion for you is all-consuming. So they might have thought about marriage with you. It might have been something that they weren't ready for. But I feel like they're thinking about it now. And maybe they're thinking that you would have been, or you would be, the perfect partner for them. You know, marriage material. Could have been an issue between you. And unfolding. Every day brings me closer to you. Our journey is unfolding with each day that passes. Please be at peace and know that everything is as it should be right now. Savor the waiting. All is well. So this is their higher self coming in with this message for you. And I feel like they are trying to, you know, become closer to you. They want to be in your world. So let's have a look at what else do they want to say? Ever since I met you, nobody else is worth thinking about, okay? So no one has really compared to you. I get that Sinead O'Connor song, Nothing Compares to You. There's something about you that they can't shake. And they haven't found it in anyone else. Because, you know, when you look at it, we're all very unique. But there's something about you that just, yeah, they can't shake it. So I won't give up on you, so don't give up on me, please. I'm thinking about you right now. So as you're watching this right now, he or she or they are thinking about you, okay? So what is their shadow message? The shadow message says, what did you expect? Roses have thorns. So what I get with this message is that, you know, this person's wounded. They might look all great on the outside and seem to have things together, but there are some darker shadows there. There's maybe addictions, toxic traits, patterns, and ego-driven stuff this person has had to overcome. You know, they have finally had to look at themselves. And this is a shadow message, okay? So this message is saying, well, what did you expect? You know that I had these issues and you know, you've been hurt because you came back for more, or it's not like blaming you as such, but it's just saying, well, yeah, in a shadow, it kind of, I suppose in a shadow, it is kind of like a blame. Like, well, you already knew that I was like this. I warned you about this. You've had the red flags, but you still tried to change me to, you know what I mean? Like sometimes people will do that. They'll hang around even though they know it's not good for them because the love's there. But yeah, I feel like your person definitely stung you, and they, you know, they don't feel proud of that at all, because they know that they can get like that where they can cut and run. No, it sounds funny saying cut, but they can really cut, like, it's like cuts like a knife, you know, with your person. They might have really pained you in the way they dealt with things. But their higher self says, I have gained courage to look within and heal. Thank you for revealing those things to me. So you might have given some really, you know, harsh, like brought in a harsh reality for your person. Because I feel like they're pretty like confident and maybe arrogant in some ways. And maybe no one else has told them things that you told them and shared with them. So it's really made them go, what are you going on about? You know, what are you saying? And they've had time to analyze it and sit down and process things and realize that, okay, well, you're right. You know, you're right. And I shouldn't have done that. I am overwhelmed by excitement and confusion. So yeah, they're feeling a bit confused, but overwhelmed, excited to, come back into this, I feel, or you know, that's what they're thinking about anyway. So maybe they're a bit confused about why you've got them in such a way, you know, this way where they wouldn't have normally felt these things. And I will wait in the name of love. So they're pretty certain about you. They're pretty sure of you. And I've prayed for you and did some magic too. So, I definitely feel like they're praying over this connection. And some of them might know how to do rituals, affirmations, whatever it is to bring this about. Oh, we've already done those once. So let's have a look here. Close your eyes and call in Saint Germain. Surround our love with the protection of the violet flame. This is their higher self message. They could also be very spiritual and aware of these things here. Wow, another crown chakra. So we've got here, we need to heal ourselves for union. We have an important mission to fulfill here. Yeah, they've definitely come into some kind of awakening, epiphany. They want to take accountability for their actions now. And I am craving your voice, your touch, your embrace. They also, you know, it's also like the thing of like they desire you as well because they can't have you. And I have a special surprise planned for you. Oh, okay. Yeah, your person can be extravagant. Like they can go all out and be romantic when they want to prove a point. They can buy things that are really maybe expensive. Might buy you some flowers. You know, some of you might even end up having roses, you know, something like that. Our conversations are the best. I love how your mind thinks. So let's have a look. Other messages here for you. I often think of our last intimate times together. I'm sorry. Wow, 3 times now has come through saying I'm sorry. And trust. So they want to rebuild that trust between you. This is the things they're thinking about. We're going to see if they're actually going to come forward, okay? But let's see what else they want to say. I love you unconditionally. I hid who I really am from you. Wow. Some of you might have felt that they were living a double life. You know, they just, who they were presenting themselves to be was not who they really were. It could be that they were also hiding their deeper feelings for you and just came across as very shallow, non-committal. You know, it could be things like that as well. And I look for you everywhere. So, wow, they're feeling the void of you. They're feeling the void. Yep. Do I need another one? So we've got here, sorry, oh my God, guys, this is crazy. Please accept my apology so we can move past this and look at this. Don't go. Don't give up on me yet. I'm scared to lose you. Wow, there is a fear within your person of actually completely losing you out of their life. Yeah, wow. Okay. Whoop, that came flying out. So we've got this one here, the beautiful tree, nature healing, heart chakra stuff here. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So it might have been that in this connection you weren't really cherished in a lot, you know, in some ways you were. I feel like they really did build you up. They really did admire you and they did possibly share a lot of love and affection, joy and laughter with you. But their higher self is telling you that you deserve, they know that you deserve to be cherished, to feel joyful. And Spirit is saying, allow yourself to be happy regardless of what's going on right now. Allow yourself to maybe flirt with others, you know, and have a bit of that attention and fun in your life. Allow yourself to maybe, if you're in another relationship, open up to somebody again. Find happiness in your heart, especially if this is a recent thing for some of you. You could be in a lot of grief, and it's just about being able to find things that bring joy to your heart. It doesn't have to be intimate connections, but definitely other things in your life that can help bring you out of this energy. Okay. So have I got any other messages? I think I've done all the message cards now. So what we're going to do is we're going to see what their action will be this month. Okay. What will their action be this month? Okay, so they're going to be in a mentally in a place of confusion and almost like mental torment. That's what I see they're doing. It's kind of like they've worked themselves up around this. They're going to be. It's almost like the more that, you know, more time that goes by where they can't have this conversation with you. And maybe for some of you, they have reached out and apologized, but you're not buying it. You know, it's maybe too late now. So it could be something like that for some of you. But they just feel like their hands are tied. They can't really come forward. And, you know, once again, wearing the mask, like it's almost like this is all the stuff they're thinking about and feeling very deeply. But are they there yet to take the mask off and really expose themselves? Because I do feel like they want to take accountability and own this. But especially if you do not want to hear it, that's where they're also kind of like damned if they do, damned if they don't kind of thing. So it could also be that they're just thinking of worst case scenarios as to what might happen, you know, between you if they do come forward and just open their whole heart to this, because they'll be in a vulnerable position. Will you just, you know, push them away and reject them like they did you, perhaps? So there could be something that they are afraid to look at themselves in the mirror with. They're still learning on the journey. It did say that, didn't it? I'm learning. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you will receive a gift, like an apology. They might say it through text, like, I'm really sorry, and maybe send something to you or give something to you, like at your work or wherever. Yeah, but I think it's very hard for them, and it has been in the past, very hard for them to come forward and actually say it. So it's almost like a stubbornness, like a resistance to actually apologizing. So this is where I feel like this real fear within them of losing you completely and realizing the big mistakes that have been made by either not saying what they needed to, but we're holding back, allowing other people to affect the connection, allowing their choices to affect this connection, and maybe prematurely just letting this go and sabotaging whatever they were doing, hurting you in the process, like through words even that might have been quite harsh, heated arguments, whatever. It just feels like something is unresolved here, and it's really weighing heavily on their mind. It's a burden they have to carry. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you will hear from this person, but it could take a lot of effort. Like, you might be expecting a lot from this person to show that they have changed in many ways. So, wow, guys, this is such a full-on reading, but I hope it's resonated, you know, that at least you know where your person's coming from, what they want to say, what they're feeling. Please like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings. So we're going to have a quick look at the decks used, plus collective messages, okay? So you get your bonus messages. These are the gorgeous cards by White Rose Guidance, Divine Love Messages. And they say, I live for your smile and would die for your kiss. I find everything about you so pleasurable and irresistible. So gorgeous. So let's get the next cards, which is Jordan's Tarot. This is Love Notes by Jordan's Tarot, and he is White Rose Guidance's husband. And in my dreams, I see a beautiful future with you. I just want to call you, but I won't. Wow, there's a lot of fear here and hesitation in some of the readings that I've done. The Hidden Truth Oracle by All Things Intuitive. Oops. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. You and I were too young. So that's a specific message for a lot of you that, yeah, maybe they're just emotionally young as well. I've got my divine love messages from your twin flame soulmate. Any of my cards that you're interested in are found on makeplayingcards.com. So are Jordan's love notes, I'm pretty sure. White Rose Guidance's cards here as well. Oops. We've got, I'm thinking of you right now. So as you're watching this, they're thinking of you right now. And I want to hug you right now. So that's what they're thinking about, is wanting to come forward and give you a big hug. They want to be in your arms, or they want you in their arms. Okay, and I've also got my Divine Confessions of a Loving Heart that I recently, well, not recently created, but it was my last deck that I created just not long ago. So it was love at first sight when I met you. Time stopped and I knew you were the one. Whoops. And let's travel and explore the world together. So they want an adventure with you as well. They want to experience life with you. So this is my Divine Chakra Love Messages. This is their heart chakra saying, I can't pick it up, you fill my heart with joy, with so much love and joy. You fill my heart with so much love and joy. And I have a lump in my throat whenever we are together. It frustrates me that I can't say what's on my mind. So there might be such overwhelming feelings for you at the moment. They just cannot put it into words. But they feel it, okay? They feel it so strongly. And so then we've got my Divine Yin Yang Oracle for Lovers, Messages of Shadow and Light that I created. And we're going to get a shadow message. It feels so cold in my heart when we are apart. Oh, I miss you. And the higher self message says, You are one of my main priorities. I will embrace you fully into my life. Whereas maybe before they didn't, but it's definitely something they want to do. We've got my the Divine Radiant Self Oracle mini deck. Now, these are not available for sale, but I do have a positive one exactly like this, but a bigger one with certain positive words on there. But anyway, this is the energy they want to come through with, or they will be coming through with when they make contact. I am fortunate. I am kind. So they might be wealthy. They might be really, having a lot of abundance and luck in their life right now. They're very kind. I am imaginative. I am receptive. So their mind is just, really thinking and fantasizing about this. And they're very open to this. And I am divine. So they're tuning into their spiritual divinity, basically. Wow. They're tuning into that. I feel like they're opening up spiritually here. Oops. So they might be moving more into their heart rather than their ego. And then we've got here, we've got Charming Oracle Love Messages by Charming Oracle. And alignment, 888, you are on the path of light. Both of you are on the path of light. You are always on my mind. And somebody is seeing 888. So just know that you are on the path of light. Things are aligning. You might be aligning together. Your timelines might be aligning now. And so we've also got, we got Juicy Love Messages by Confessions of an Angel Tarot. My passion for you is so all-consuming, and you are like a goddess in my eyes. I am in awe of you. And kiss me. Kiss me under the do-do-do-do. I can never remember the words. We got Love Messages by High Priestess 111. No, sorry, it's not. Bloody hell, Sheree. It's High Priestess 1111. Love Messages. Okay, here we go. I feel like I'm waiting for something that isn't going to happen. And sometimes I look at you and wonder how I got to be so damn lucky. We've got these cards by Bridget Rao. Love Journey. And they say to you, we need to rewrite our history. Somebody definitely wants to come back and rewrite the whole thing. Yeah, they want to have this fresh start with you as well. Kiss me like it's the last time you're ever going to taste me. So that's huge desire right there. And also, these are also by, no, they're not. They're Aqua Moonlight. So this is the Untold Messages of the Heart by Aqua Moonlight. Haven't used these ones for a while. I really like these ones. Nervous. Oh, look at this. You make me lose my cool, and I just don't know how to act in your presence. Yeah, they got nerves, all right. And we got clingy. Feeling trapped pushes me away. Please give me some space. So it could be that they're nervous about being trapped in. Like they might be afraid that if you both attach emotionally that, if there's been a history of this, would it repeat? Or they might be just really afraid that they might do that. They might be afraid that they'll lose themselves in this. And then we've got these beautiful cards by Tammy from Bloom and Arrow Oracle, Divine Lover Oracle cards. This is their higher self message to you. Wonder. I close my eyes and think of the wonder that is you. You are a special, unique creation that is heaven sent. Feel the light that blooms within you and connects us together in spiritual truth always. It's a miracle you are mine. So beautiful. And so let's get these Lover Oracle cards, I think they are. And wow, look at this, gorgeous. Pink, purple butterflies. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. I think this is them. I think that they really do know what it is that they really feel, what it is they know they need to do. In stepping forward into this, these are the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. And we've got Temperance. Yes, they definitely want to come through with healing and balance. They know that they've got to be patient with themselves, with the journey. And yeah, we've got the yin yang, the divine, masculine, feminine energies here as well, moon and the sun. So it's like they think of this day and night. It's really on their mind to bring in peace into the connection with you. I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. And this is the Sagittarius energy also. And it's just a really beautiful, consistent energy. It's not unpredictable. It's tempering the energies and having that balance here as well. So I feel like they want to be level-headed coming into this. You know, if they are going to come forward and talk with you and, you know, have a conversation, they really want to make sure they've got a clear head and that they're feeling, you know, balanced and grounded in this as well. So I just think that's really gorgeous, guys. I hope that's resonated. And I look forward to connecting with you guys next time. Love and blessings.